Welcome back to yet another Mind of the Motherfucking Joker. Well, kids, today we're going to talk about something that's a little more... It's fucking life with a few chickens, alright? Look, all these bitches that run around saying, we have to be careful, we have to live for every minute. Look to the future. What? Why? Why should we look to the future? Fuck the future. What about now? The way I see it, we're here for a very short period of time. Just a microsecond in the evolution of the world. So why should I give a fuck about 50 years down the fucking road? I'm not gonna be here. What do I care? I'm here right now. Why shouldn't I live for right now? What about now? What are we doing now? What are you doing right now with your life? You going to school? You working a good job? You still living in your mommy's basement, you 40-year-old bastard? Get the fuck out. Get a girlfriend. Get a life. Get a fucking future. Man, we have all these little brat-ass kids playing video games, fucking everybody up, bitching and moaning all the time. And we got all these people out there, it's like, oh, be nice to him, don't hurt him, you know, and you can't do all this shit, child abuse. Fuck that. Man, right now, kids need to be disciplined. They need to learn that they can't run around shooting their fucking mouth off all the time, bitching and moaning. They need to be taught properly. They need to be brought up for today's world, not tomorrow, because tomorrow ain't here yet. All this stupid shit. Oh, they're the next generation, you gotta treat them right or they're gonna be fucked up as we are. No, you know what's fucking them up? Barney and the motherfucking Teletubbies. That's what's fucking these kids up today. We can't have our kids watching shit like Barney, the Teletubbies, the Wiggles. What the fuck is that shit? What are we teaching our kids? Oh, life's a big giant fucking rainbow. Fuck the rainbow. It's not a rainbow out there. Today ain't a fucking rainbow. Life ain't about rainbows. It ain't easy. It's hard. It's a lot of work. That's what it is. Life is work. It's hard. It requires discipline. It requires motivation. It requires the ability to make decisions for yourself and know how to follow what you really want and be there and fight for something that you really want, something you're willing to work for. That's what life requires. Because let's think about things. Really, what is life? You know, you're created by your parents fucking having sex, and then you're born. And it's a whole 9-month piece of shit. You're born cold, wet, and hungry. And then what happens? They slap you. That is the first thing that they do. They smack you. You know why? You know why they hit you? That's stupid doctor bullshit. They hit you to prepare you for what's coming up. Because the doctors know, and everybody else knows, even if they're not willing to admit it, that every day gets harder and harder. Not easier. Shit don't get easy. Fuck that. When does life get easy? You go to school, you get bitched at and told you're a fucking moron for 12 years, and then you graduate. You're not prepared for that shit. They don't say, oh, well, you graduated now, so everything's all good. No, it doesn't work that way. You're not sitting at a nice little desk with all your little friends making jokes as the teacher tries to shove something you're never going to fucking use down your throat so you can pass some stupid-ass test at the end of the year. What do you put into? You're put into the working world, where you have to get a job, where you have to start making money to get the fuck out of your parents' house and do something. The problem is, people are too busy trying to teach their kids that life is all great and fucking happiness, and it's not. Life isn't about always being happy. It's about taking shit and knowing how to turn that around to get you somewhere where you want to go. Because you're not going to get there by fucking Teletubbies and Barney with fucking rainbows and Christmas. That shit's not real. We're lying to our kids. We're lying to the next generation. And I, as the Joker, who's not going to live past 40, because that shit's bullshit after that point, don't really care. But the rest of you who are, you should care. Because you gotta realize, your kids are gonna be taking care of your ass. That's the way it's gonna be. You either die or your kids take care of you, because let's face it, world is shit right now because everybody's too busy bitching and worrying about everything else. Like, let's take the U.S. for example. What a crock of shit that is. Oh, we're a democracy, we're this great country, so we're gonna shove our shit down your fucking throat. Well, first of all, that's a whole nother video to come out later. But they're so busy focusing about the future with other people that they're saying, fuck now. Who gives a shit about right now when we can worry about 50 years down the fucking road when no one really gives a fuck? You know, who gives a shit then? What about now? What do we do now to improve life? I'm not saying all this stupid bullshit like, oh, everybody should be perfect and we should give them all homes and they don't deserve this, blah, blah, blah. No. If you don't fucking work for it, you don't deserve it. But we have to start thinking about right now. What can you do right now to improve your situation? What can you do right now to improve the situation of the people you care about? Are you even thinking about that? Does that even cross your mind what you could possibly do for someone right now that you care about? Just let's take a moment and think about this. First of all, who do you care about? Care about your parents? Sure, most people do. I say most people because some of us don't really care about our parents or only really give a shit about one of them. You got a wife, a girlfriend? Well, let's hope you don't have a wife because really marriage is a waste of time. You got a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, someone you care about, fiance, whatever? Do you care about that person? What are you going to do right now to improve your life as two people together? What are you going to do to improve that? What are you going to do to improve the life of your kids? You know, you got kids. What are you going to do for them right now? I'm not talking about putting money away for college for them 20 years down the road if they decide to go. No, I'm not saying don't, because that's a good plan. Helping out later is a good plan. You do have to think to the future, but you can't base everything off what you're going to do tomorrow. You have to get off your ass and do it now. Because if you don't do it now, tomorrow you're going to come up with another excuse. After that's going to be another excuse, and another excuse, and another excuse, and you're never going to get it done. At the end of the day, when you're in a nursing home or lying in your deathbed, you're going to think about all the shit you didn't do because you were too busy waiting about tomorrow. Because tomorrow was so fucking pretty and so perfect, and everything was going to get better tomorrow. No, let's not get better tomorrow. Let's get better right now. And for the record, chickens are fucking awesome. Alright? Don't diss the fucking chickens, you bastards. Chickens own you! This is Joker signing off. Good night, good luck, have a spiffy day, and never stop gaming.